Welcome or welcome back to viewers and gamers. It is time for another episode of the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke, and today we're going to be going down into the champion room and perhaps even face Alder or a certain somebody else. But before we do that, well, why don't we do a quick team recap? We have Micleo the Jellicent with the spell tag item, level 58 with the moves Shadow Ball, Will-O-Wisp, Recover, and Surf. We have also Blood of Fire, the Emboar, with the Charcoal item, level 58 with the moves Flame Charge, Brick Break, Heat Crash, and Rock Slide. We have Velvet Crow, the Load of Calamity, the Escadrille, level 60 with the Shell item with the moves Metal Claw, Earthquake, Swords, Dance, and Rock Slide. We have Teresa the Galvantula, level 58 with the Silver Powder item with the moves Volt Switch, Thunder, Sucker Punch, and Bug Buzz. We have Zavid the Tornadus, level 58, holding the Expert Belt with Brick Break, Crunch, Extrasensory, and Air Slash. And finally, Chloe Valens, the Verizon Wireless, level 58, with the moves Sword Stance, X Scissors, Giga Drain, and Sacred Sword, holding the Miracle Seed. So, why don't we get on over here and begin. Going down, and once again, no guardrails. That's kind of unsafe. Oh great, my worst enemy. Stairs. Oh boy. Oh well. Gotta go up a good thing of stairs in every playthrough I do, don't I? I'm already tired. I gotta keep going. How many more stairs are there? Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. Alright, I think it's almost over. Oh god, I'm tired. Do I still have to fight the champion? I'm just gonna sit over here for a second, okay? If that's alright with you guys. Oh man. I'm tired. Alright, let's get inside. Oh, my legs are sore. I'm gonna feel that tomorrow morning. More stairs, why? What's going on here? It's over. Never again will a Pokemon be made to suffer or be held captive by humans. It's all thanks to my friend Zekrom. You may have the title of champion, but you can't stop me with just a title. Your soft heart has left you weak. Years ago, you lost your Pokemon, your partner, to sickness. In order to forget the pain in your heart, you wandered in Unova. Who knows how long it's been since you've had to fight with your full strength. I actually kind of like that about you, though. As a trainer, who far outmatches the champion, goddamn, I shall issue an order across Unova. Trainers of the world, free your Pokemon. What'd you whisper that in his ear? Why'd you have to go up to him to say that? I beg you. Separating people from Pokemon. Do anything but that! You and I both put our beliefs on the line and fought with all our strength, and I won. Do not say another word. I've been waiting. In the future, I envisioned you have obtained a stone, and indeed you have. That light stone. Zekrom is responding to it. Stop. This is not a suitable place for the legendary Pokemon. From the ground, rise up. The castle of Team Plasma. Surround the Pokemon League. Ooh, we're gonna have ourselves a little cutscene. I mean, it makes me wonder how they orchestrated this, but not gonna lie, this looks really cool. Pretty sure the Elite Four can feel that too. Oh, they're safe. Seriously, how the hell do you hide a whole castle underground? You know, what is it with Nintendo games and having the main villain have a giant castle underground? Like, good god. Oh, come damn it. More of what I need. Stairs, more stairs. Hello, how are you doing tonight? Why are there so many stairs in this place? Okay, how did that set of stairs not accidentally hit anybody? Oh, whatever. What has just happened is Team Plasma's castle. The king's words will resound from the heights to all below. You must come to the castle. As well, do I still have to go upstairs? Can one of you carry me? I'm just a little lazy to go up there. Everything will be decided there. Whether Pokemon will be liberated from people, or whether Pokemon and people will live together. We will see whose belief is stronger, and our results will change the world. Or just Unova, but okay. I'm very echoey. How did that happen with my mic? I don't know. Mr. Alder, you're a wreck. Goddamn, okay. He's not fitting for champion. You did well to get this far. Somehow, I beat the Pokemon League, but it wasn't easy. I have to congratulate you. I've become stronger because I understood what I want to do. Spare Bear, tell End this. Some people grow stronger by being with Pokemon. My Pokemon and I are proof. Together we lived... Alright, it's more softer? Alright, I don't know. I guess something happened with my mic in between. Thanks for pointing that out. Together we learned and became stronger. I lost. Champion of Champions, my ass. Anyways, I should have been able to demonstrate the bond between me and my Pokemon. That would have shown that brat the worthlessness of his outrageous dreams. So, his convictions were the real thing. Be careful. The ones who change the world are always the ones who pursue their dreams. Spare Bear asks this of you. Even if Pokemon and people are separated, nothing good will come of it. Please, let him know that. Alright. Well, time to go up another set of stairs. Wait, was it really echoey there, or did it sound more clear in that episode? God, why do I have to go up all these stairs? More stairs. I can't do this anymore. I'm going back. Damn it, the Unova Region needs its heroine. God, I can't go up any more stairs. But I gotta push forward. What type of heroine am I if I don't best some stairs? Wait, who the hell are these guys? Oh wait, we know them. Those in accord with fate are preserved, and those who rebel against fate perish. Well, when the way is forgotten, duty and justice appear. Oh, one can lose the forest and the trees. Who do I think I am, the Lorax? If you make a mistake and do not correct it, that is a mistake, a second mistake. Superior men understand what is right. Inferior men understand what will sell. Every corporation ever. There are not two suns in the sky, nor two sovereigns over the people. Uh-oh. 6 against 1, that's not fair. Well, if anything should happen to our king, it would be disastrous. It would ruin Gets's perfect plan. Our Lord N will be disappointed, but the 6 of us shall defeat you here. Can you manage that? The cavalry has arrived. Still standing nice, baby. You're Driffails. Ain't just me. The heroes are here. Also, aren't we missing somebody? So sorry. Not only are we stronger than you, but there are a lot of us. Accused accursed gym leaders. Ignoring Team Plasma? That would be a terrible thing for us gym leaders to do, except for 3 other gym leaders, but okay. Alright, Bianca asked, whatever. I'm sorry about that, I missed that one. I'm fine, don't worry. No need to worry. Order of the Lightstone, please proceed. I'll never forget you guys. You guys are the greatest friends a heroine could ever have. I want to see what dialogue they have, unless it's just the same dialogue. I do not appreciate stubborn people. Neither do I agree. Things aren't gonna go the way you fellas think they are. I'm sure of that. You got nothing to say, dude? Okay. Strong silent type. I can emphasize with some of what you say, but I can't forgive the way you reject everything else. Your Pokemon, they are doing their best for you, right? Why would you want to separate them from them like that? I can't speak. We have been and will continue to be together with Pokemon. Now, acrobatics! She better have one with a flying gem, or if not, she ain't a real Pokemon trainer. I won't lose, no way, no way, no way! It is the way of the universe to take from excess and fill emptiness. Taking Pokemon from people is restoring balance to nature. A single fallen leaf signals the start of autumn. We know our history. The emergence of this castle is the harbinger of change in Unova. You shall not pass! I'm sorry, I had to say it. You shall not interfere with Team Plasma or our king! Ghetsis called us the Chosen Ones. He chose us and gathered us here so we can change the world. For us, defeat is impossible. You sure you guys are kind of getting ganged up here? It's 6 against 8. Alright, maybe not that ganged up. We can only do our best and leave the rest to fate. We've done everything in our power. All we can do now is believe in our own Lord and wait. I'm dying over here. Constant dripping wears away the stones. Also, his name is Rude. He's very rude. I've been waiting in the abyss for this day. No one shall interfere. Anything else in this room? Haven't you guys noticed there's one set of gym leaders that isn't here right now? That's right, the Trio Brothers aren't here. There's actually a theory that. You guys remember the Shadow Triad, right? You know, the guys with the funny-ass looking rocking animations? There's a theory that was disproven later on in Black and White 2. That the Trio Brothers are actually the Shadow Triad, because that explains why they're not here. And if you go back to Strider City later on during the post-game, they'll actually say that they don't know about this whole event with Team Plasma going on. But again, a cutscene in the game's sequel will disprove that. But we'll go over that another day. But anyways, let's look at this castle interior while we're at it. I see what you mean by that. Ah, goddammit, more stairs. Is there an end to the stairs in this castle? There are many different rooms in this castle, too, that you can look for, with a bunch of Team Plasma members in them, as you can see. Our Lord N proved that he's the stronger than the champion. Alright, good. Now have him fight Cynthia and Leona. Wait, who's Leon? Leon doesn't exist yet. Now many traitors will admire our Lord N and follow his orders. In other words, they will do whatever Team Plasma says. And you're just pacing. My little sister once said stop pacing, it's not healthy for you. Aha, we Team Plasma. We're using the Pokemon we took from others all along. Ah, poor little Pokemon. They had to do what we told them to. Or what we told them. Alright, it's just this random ass fireplace over here. Come. Uh-oh. In this castle, you may rest your Pokemon and access your PC. Fear not. First, have your Pokemon rest in that room. When they are healed, it is our Lord N's wish that you be moved to the innermost part of the castle. Of this castle. How polite of them. They allowed me to make my team up in case I lost a Pokemon, but thankfully we don't have to worry about that. I am Anthea. Trainer, before you go to confront my Lord N, please take a moment to rest. Very hospitable of you, I thank you. Ah, good. Both you and your Pokemon regained energy. Trainers battle to practice their skills, and to grow in experience, but never to hurt their Pokemon. My Lord N has realized this, deep down in his heart, but he has spent too much painful time here in this castle to admit it. I'm Concordia. I give peace and comfort to N. Oh wait, don't you mean that one location of Mario and Luigi Brothership? Oh wait, wrong Concordia. N has been separated from people since he was young. He was brought up with Pokemon. The Pokemon that were betrayed, mistreated, and hurt by bad people. Guess this deliberately brought only those poor Pokemon closer to N, and was touched by their plight, and started pursuing his ideals, thinking only of Pokemon. N's heart is pure and innocent, but there is nothing more beautiful and terrifying than innocence. Innocence can be tampered with, after all. Alright, if you don't know who those two are, those are N's caregivers, but not only that, his sisters, apparently, according to lore. It's more explored in the anime. Well, if you want to watch the Horde saga, there's the Black and White saga, but yeah. We have been secretly building this castle for several years by overworking Pokemon that we took away without being noticed by anyone. Oh, so this is Nintendo's version of the Death Star. Okay. Seriously, what's it with fiction and making giant-ass structures and nobody noticing? Can somebody explain that, please? Whatever. Everything is going perfectly as Gustus of the 7 stages, calculated and planned. He's been thinking about how he can manipulate people's hearts as he wishes. That is a nice little item over here. Max Potion. Well, best Unova girl is Rosa, but again, we'll talk about that another day, since she's not in this game. Oh yes, never say that to the female character of Pokemon that I like a lot. Please and thank you. But what was I saying before? Hey, here's a PC system. Trash can's empty. Come on, is there really nothing in these trash cans, man? Haha, now we can even infiltrate the Pokemon storage system inside every trainer's PC! If our king wills it, we can steal every Pokemon stored in a PC box and release them all! Yeah, our young wanderer, are you surprised? This castle is the hub of Team Plasma's, gets us to the 7 stages. Scientific compatibility. A manifestation of a knowledge. You can manifest the... Nah, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Alright, there's somebody in here. As part of this plan, to take Pokemon away from their people, my Lord N entrusts some Pokemon to me. I've been spending time with them, and I don't think I want to let them go. You got attached. I can agree with that. I may not be cut out for Team Plasma, and yet you joined. Alright, another map to arrive. Alright, I can sell that for some cash later on. Alright, let's take a look at this room. This Pokemon has become attached to me, but as far as I'm concerned, a Pokemon is just a simple tool. I don't understand. Get me away from her! She really doesn't like me for some reason. I don't need any items to catch Pokemon anymore. Thank you. We're gonna need that for our upcoming encounter. Will you go to the Pokemon League? I'm already here. Go! What the... Excuse me? Oh, screw you. Do you want to go to the Team Plasma's castle? Go! How the hell are you teleporting me? Okay, well, at least I don't have to go through stairs. Thank you for your safety checks. I can let still... Oh my god, you again. I was about to talk about a fountain, but I mean the body of water right next to me and a waterfall. A battle between you and our Lord N will reveal whether our Lord N is an ideal hero. I will also reveal how you feel about protecting the current world, where Pokemon people live with Pokemon. Alright, who shall that be? The room that was the world that was provided to our Lord N. I don't feel anything, even when I'm going to the room, but you may feel something. Alright, we shall rate her. This is apparently the room where N played in. Hey, a basketball that's almost as big as me, god damn. It's a basketball that looks like it's been used a lot. It says Harmonia on it. That's actually a hint to N's real name, but we'll bring that up later on. Also, how the hell did a train set get up on the hoop? He's got this weird looking skateboard over here, a plane that's somehow still functioning. This little toy box, I guess? Actually, I remember I had this toy box when I was little. I actually still have it. It's made out of wood. I have it in my house. Alright, it's a set of trains and tracks. Has it been played with recently? I mean, it's moving still. Yeah, this theme is a little creepy. It has a bit of a creepy vibe to it. This toy box contains pieces of a train set. Alright, and the item we get over here is another rare candy. Fun fact, there's actually a Pokemon card pertaining to N that has rare candies in the backgrounds on this little skateboard set over here. So it explains why the rare candy is there. Nice touch. This toolbox is full of new toys. An art panel with the printed geometric pattern. You can actually run up this. Cool. Still better than stairs. Hilda strikes me as the type of girl to have a skateboard, actually. Just to bring that up. But anyways, getting out of here. I had a lot of friends back in high school who did skateboarding. I was always more of a runner myself. Never liked having a set of wheels like that, in my opinion. Alright, for Restore. You can't become champion of the Pokemon League without knowing how to spam those, as we all know. Somewhere far from here, Team Galactic and Team Rocket drew too much attention to themselves. That's why their plans were thwarted. I mean, you guys kind of drew a lot of attention to yourselves too, but whatever. I mean, I'm wrong there at the same time. We're just gonna ignore Team Aqua and Team Magma. They don't exist. I mean, then again, of the original 5 evil teams before, or 4 evil teams before the current generation, pre-Gen 6, or anything after Gen 6, I should say, pre-Generation 6. Anything Gen 6 onward. Yeah, Team Aqua and Magma were the worst evil teams before them, so before we had things like Macrocosmos and shit, so it makes sense that they left them out. If we use force to take a Pokemon away from people, the people will rebel. But if we manipulate their hearts, people will release Pokemon voluntarily. Honestly, a decent plan. A trainer who loved Pokemon until yesterday will release Pokemon today. Tomorrow, another trainer will let Pokemon go. God damn it, more stairs. There's this little hidden path over here that you can go to for no reason, I guess. I've got little Team Plasma emblems over here. Alright, Seems to be the room over there. There's nothing else over here for us to see. It's time. No reason for me to save, but I'm gonna save anyway just for fun. Because you know what they say, it's good to keep a record. Alright, let's do it. Uh-oh. Stop pushing me, man. It's rude. Welcome, holder of the Light Stone. The castle that appeared as if it were enveloped in the Pokémon League is a symbol. It means Unova will change. The king of this castle is the strongest trainer in the world. Bullshit. Cynthia and Leon exist. He is accompanied by the legendary Pokémon. He has defeated the champion. Added to all that, his heart burns with the desire to improve the world. If that's not what makes a hero, what more do you need? Now that the stage is set, we can seize Pokemon's minds and hearts. We can bring into being the world that I know, that Team Plasma desires, more easily than you can imagine. We, and only we, will use Pokemon, and we shall rule the powerless populace. I've been waiting so long for this. I've kept my silence so no one could piece together what I planned. Now, those painful days are at an end. Go onward. Discover whether you have what it takes to be a hero. What if I don't want to? You're gonna make me? Go, holder of the Light Stone. In this room, you can learn whether you, too, can be a hero. Alright, I guess it's time to see if I have what it takes to be a hero. God damn it, this water looks so nice, even for a game that came out in 2010. And 2011 for those in the US and in Europe and stuff. Hey, nice throne. What I desire is a world for Pokemon and Pokemon alone. I will separate Pokemon from people, so Pokemon can regain their original power. It is time to settle this once and for all. My determination is absolute. I will prove the values of my beliefs even if it means my Pokemon friends get hurt. Since you've come this far, I believe you are equally determined. If that's so, prove it to me. Show me the depths of your determination. Oh, I will, good sir, I will. You came all this way to battle me, but Reshiram is not responding. You haven't yet been recognized as the hero, have you? How disappointing. I actually kind of liked you a little. Though, through our many battles, I got the feeling that you might be a trainer who truly cares for Pokemon. But I was kidding myself. The idea of trainers getting to know each other through battles is ridiculous. You have two options. Challenge me to a fight, you can't win. So you say. Or leave this place and watch the birth of a new world where Pokemon are free people. Zekrom! Come to me! No, not the throne, man. How much did that cost? Also, was Zekrom just waiting there this whole time? Ah, whatever. This cutscene is kick ass. I mean, that was cool, but was it worth all the collateral damage? Yes, it was. The Lightstone is trembling inside the bag. Your Lightstone is... I mean, Blue Eyes White Dragon is. The Lightstone draws in the aura of the surroundings and converts into a powerful force, which is now being released. Ah, finally I can stretch my legs. I've been hiding in that stone for the last 1,000 years, god damn it. Ah, it feels good to stretch out. I've been summoned, I have 3,000 attack points. Also, everything in this room is incinerated. How are we not getting burned? Again, cool sequence. Was it worth it? Yes, it was. Also, Zekrom and N should be visible in that shot, but whatever. Red Eyes Black Dragon and Blue Eyes White Dragon. They were once one life, one Pokemon. Complete opposites, yet the same. Zekrom and Reshiram are Pokemon that appear before the hero they recognize. And I see. You really are a hero, too. I'll tell you what that Pokemon is saying to you. I want to battle you. Try to make me your friend and ally. You made that up, didn't you? It plans to test you to see if you are really pursuing truth. I, also, am curious to see how powerful you are. Now, catch Blue Eyes White Dragon and make it your ally. Alright. Fun fact about Reshiram and Zekrom, actually, they're based on the concept of yin and yang, opposites, yet somehow the same. Reshiram being the white side of the yin and yang, while Zekrom being the black side, truth and ideals. You can't have one without the other, no good or bad. No evil without good, and vice versa, no light without darkness. It's actually a really nice touch. Very good concept that they put a lot of thought into. I'm gonna destroy you, mate! And this is the reason I have Jellicent in the front. Reshiram! The Dragon Fire type. The very first Fire Dragon type. Level 50 with the move Slash, Dragon Breath, Extra Sensory, and its signature move, Fusion Flare. Its ability Turbo Blades, which is literally just reskin Mold Breaker. It's slightly more budget Mold Breaker if you think about it. But anyways, y'all might be wondering why I used the Master Ball against Tornadus in a previous episode. The reason being is, you should not use the Master Ball against Reshiram / Zekrom depending on your version. This is the first Pokemon game in the mainline series to have the legendary Pokemon's catch rate be of 45 instead of the usual 3, so it's actually a lot easier to catch them. As I have a catch rate as catching a starter Pokemon, which is why I chose to use the Master Ball against Tornadus instead. And, well, look at that, look how easy it was, 45 catch rate. Alright, Reshiram's data was added to the Pokedex. Alright, Reshiram, the vast white Pokemon, Dragon Fire type. This Pokemon appears in Legends. It sends flames into the air from its tail, burning up everything around it. Alright, so either Tales of Character, or shall we name this after Reviewer? I'll let y'all decide for a sec. Because I don't know, there's no particular Tales of Character I can think of that I haven't already named after, so... Again, give it some thought if y'all want to have a decision to be made. Yeah, they did the same thing with Solgaleo and Lunala, or they did something a little different in Necrozma. Alright, viewer. Of all my viewers I haven't named them on after yet, who shall it be? I think... You know what? Just a shout out to this guy who we recently helped on Twitch, Shammy Powers. I'll just name it Shammy for short. I think he'll greatly appreciate me naming this Reshiram after him. Alright, here we go. Shammy Powers, the Reshiram. Shoutouts to him, everybody go leave him a follow and support him on Twitch. Alright, that'll do it. But I'm not gonna have Reshiram in the battle, because the teammates I have are ideal for the next party. Or for the next few boss fights. I won't be adding Reshiram. Hold on, your Pokemon are hurt. No, they're not. I literally didn't take a single point of damage, my dude. There's no triumph to be gained in battling a weak opponent. Also, one other thing I forgot to mention. This is also the first mainline Pokemon game where you can't Shiny Hunt the Boxstar Legendary Pokemon. I think, and the reason Game Freak gave for that is because they want you to focus on the story rather than trying to Shiny Hunt, so there's that. I also remember back in elementary school, when I was in the 3rd grade, my older brother, shoutouts to him, he had, again, I mentioned this in an earlier episode, he had Pokemon White, and he said he was going to catch Zekrom in a Pokeball, which he could have actually done with the catch rate changes in this game. But he didn't. He caught it in an Ultra Ball. I very vividly remember him catching it in an Ultra Ball, not a Pokeball. So that bragging was for nothing. Now, I will create the future I desire. I shall sweep you before me. I like how we're just running at each other, but you're not sweeping nothing, dude. Alright, N. You're challenged by Team Plasma N. He sent out a Zekrom, and I am at a disadvantage, but don't worry, we're fine. Alright, McLeo. You might be thinking, wait, you have an electric type out. Don't do that. Or I have a water type out. Well, Velvet Crow, the mother figure of the team, she'll come on in and take an electric type hit. Alright, Fusion Bolt does nothing for me. Fun fact about Reshiram and Zekrom signature moves, they'll actually get stronger if one is used second. So for example, you're wondering why Reshiram might be a level 50? The reason being is, because Zekrom is the faster one of the two, Zekrom will hit you with Fusion Bolt, but you resist, which is fine. But Reshiram, you can actually hit N with a stronger Fusion Flare. Since if you use Fusion Flare right after Fusion Bolt had just been moved, it gets double to base 200 power, and that's before factoring in same time attack bonus. And the animation's also a little different too. Sadly, I can't show that here, but I could probably leave a link in the description below for those who might want to see that animation, if you're curious. But anyways, Earthquake, down goes the Legendary Dragon. So yeah, if you try to Shiny Hunt these guys, you're just wasting your time. Kung Clang. Alright, that might be the Zoroark, which he does have on his team. Earthquake, go. Zoroark's pretty frail, so it shouldn't live this. Alright, that was the Zoroark. Awesome. He's probably going to set out Scarabasta next. Alright, there it is. And this is exactly the main reason why I brought Chloe Valens the Virizion, or the Verizon Wireless. Because Water Type move incoming, plus you have Sturdy, and I don't like that. Alright, let's Giga Drain him first. And then he's going to try using Sturdy, and I can use Swords Dance next few turns. Alright, with Sturdy, he's going to start using the Slow Restores afterwards, because you know what to say, you can't become champion of the Pokemon League without knowing how to spam full Restores. Alright, that's good. Do you really think you can stop us with that? Yes, I can, actually. I already took out a third of your team, my dude. You have no right to be bragging like that. Alright, you're falling right in my trap. Keep doing that, please. Swords Dance. Alright, he's going to try to use a full restore next turn again. Percentage, even if it crits, it's fine. Alright, Swords Dance again. Oh, you didn't use his full restore. Alright. Stun attack, you missed. Alright, give me your energy. Alright, level 59. Is Chloe Valens. Alright, Velvet gets her points as well. Sends out Vanillux next. I am a +4 Sacred Sword. You are not taking this. Alright, down goes the Vanillux. Alright, here's one Pokemon I'm admittedly a little bit worried about. This is a bit of a risk, actually, but we should be faster. We're +4. Come on, Virizion, you can do it. And down you go. Alright, and finally, the real Kling Clang. This team is honestly kinda my last friend. Please share your courage with me. Most of his team has like a really huge weakness to fighting types. Like, over half his team is weak to fighting types, which is kind of lame, actually. But whatever. And down goes the champion of Unova. A fight I can't win, huh? Really? Everything's ruined. The ideals I had, the dreams of Pokemon. And I get 10,000 Pokédollars. I wonder how much that is in USD. I've always said that before, but whatever. Zekrom and I were beaten. I feel like there should be a question mark at the end of that, but whatever. Your team, your truth, your Felix. They were stronger than mine, it seems. Blue Eyes White Dragon and Red Eyes Black Dragon, each of them choosing a different hero. Is that even possible? Hold up a second, we got a bot over here. Get you out of here. A Sylvie Star. Anyways, let's keep going. And two heroes living at the same time. One that pursues truth and ideals, and one that pursues ideals. Could they both be right? I don't know. It's not by rejecting different ideas, but by accepting different ideas that the world creates a chemical reaction. This is truly the formula for changing the world. After all of that, do you think you're still worthy of sharing the name Harmonia with me? You good-for-nothing boy! To start with, I spurred Ed into pursuing ideals. The reason we reawakened the legendary Pokemon now was to give my Team Plasma more power. Power to control the fearful masses. That, at least, was well done. After saying you had to put your beliefs on the line in battle to see which one chosen by the legendary Pokemon was the true hero, you lost to an ordinary trainer? I'm no ordinary trainer, good sir. I have proven it many times. There was such a thing as being too stupid. Add it up, and you are nothing more than a warped, defective boy who knows nothing but Pokemon. Oh. Anybody want to give in a hug after this? Spare Bear, I never would have thought the legendary Pokemon would choose a trainer like you. It caught me completely off guard. This doesn't change my goal. My plans have not been disturbed. In order to rule this world utterly, in order to manipulate the hearts of people who know nothing, I will have N be the king of Team Plasma. But, for that to work, you, since you know the truth, you must be eliminated. Fun fact about Getsus, he's not above killing people, and we'll see that in a later game. Rule the world? Wasn't Team Plasma's goal to liberate Pokemon? That was just a convenient lie that I needed to create Team Plasma. Use your head. What's to be gained from letting go of useful things like Pokemon? Certainly, manipulating Pokemon helps people expand their possibilities. That means I can agree with. So it naturally follows that only I should be able to use Pokemon. You fool! That's a ridiculous idea. You can say whatever you want. A Pokemon, even if it's revered as a deity, is still just a Pokemon. Tell that to Lord Arceus, he'll smite you on the spot. Spare Bear, so what if I choose you? So what if I chose you? That doesn't mean you're a threat. Okay, come on. Now you'll face me in battle. I can't wait to see the look on your face when you lose all hope. Spare Bear. I won't allow anyone to stop me, no matter who does what. Alright, it's time for the true final battle against Getsus. Also, haven't you been wondering what that eye patch is on his face? There's actually a theory that one of the Pokemon he has took out his right eye. But we'll talk about that later in the battle. He sent out Cofagrigus. And we have Mikleo. Alright, I'm gonna switch into Velvet for this one, because I have a really good plan to set up with Velvet. Alright, he'll often start off with using a certain poison type move, that being Toxic, but we're Steel type. So now, let's use Swords Dance a few times. Alright, Shadow Ball, that's resisted because Steel types used to resist those type moves pre-Gen 6. Oh wow, that does nothing. Alright, Swords Dance time. I'm about to sweep your ass real bad, old man. That's what you get for hurting my boy N like that. You don't do that to him, mate. Uh-oh, special defense drop. I don't like that. That might be bad. Alright, fuck it, one more. That's fine. Alright, so haven't you been wondering about N's name as well? Actually, if you look up Bulbapedia, according to that source... Uh-oh. Ugh. Alright, +6 Earthquake kill. Alright, down goes Cofagrigus. Alright, get some of that Shell Ball recovery. Too bad this isn't a Pokemon Terror Raid, but I still healed quite a bit. Alright, Mikleo's now level 59. Alright, Hydreigon. This is the Pokemon that we were talking about, or that I was talking about. So, a fun fact, actually, for Getsus, there's a theory that he's missing his right eye because of this Hydreigon. In the game's sequel, Pokemon Black and White 2, his Hydreigon actually knows frustration. You know how bad of a trainer he is when his own Pokemon hates him using a move like that. That means he's done some pretty bad things to this Hydreigon. As well, he tried to force it to grow its third head for it to evolve into said Hydreigon when it was a Deino, or a Zweilous, which explains why he might have lost his right eye. Alright, +6 Metal Claw, that kills. People have had a lot of trouble against this Hydreigon. Its moveset is Dragon Pulse, Focus Blast, Fire Blast, and Surf. That is a lot of good coverage he has on there. Anyways, Velvet's level 61. And back talking about N's name again. According to Bulbapedia, his real name is Harmonia Gropus or something. Natura Harmonia Gropius. And I guess Harmonia is some sort of a middle name or a last name or some sort of surname and gets his family tree. Oh yeah, this song. It's supposed to sound like it's saying Getsus' name, but it sounds like it's saying Dennis. I remember watching some other Poketubers, and they were talking about that. Where it sounds like it's saying Dennis, so there's a joke that calls him Dennis in the Pokemon community. It's kind of funny. Oh, critical hit. Goddamn, Velvet. Alright, only 2 more Pokemon. Electros is next. Electros does have Levitate just like the Hydreigon, so I have to use Rock Slide. Alright, good in a hit. Because this Electros knows Flamethrower. I can see why, yeah. And his final Pokemon, Bishop. Thank the Lord King Game doesn't exist yet. Imagine if it did. And Unova's mine. Yeah, Fire Blast is a very scary move. Alright, and Velvet is now level 62. Alright, Velvet wants to learn Fissure. Completely useless in Nuzlocke. I am not using that. Alright, you defeated Team Plasma Leader? Gets us. My calculations. No way. My perfect scheme, whatever you just said. What? None at all? I created Team Plasma with my own hands. I'm absolutely perfect. My perfection! I am perfection, whatever. I am the perfect ruler of a perfect new world. No, you're not. Now, N. Do you still think Pokemon and people should be separated? He's not looking at his father. Since I couldn't become the hero and obtain the legendary Pokemon myself, I prepared someone for that purpose. N. There's nothing more than a freak without a human heart. Or he's nothing more than a freak without a human heart. God damn, can you stop abusing your son? Dude, what is it with Pokemon and having crazy-ass parents? I could just say just fathers, but Luzamine exists. I mean, seriously. Getsus, Giovanni, Luzamine, Professor Sada / Short. Like, what is it with Pokemon and having god-awful parents, for fuck's sake? God damn. Do you think you're going to get through to a warped person like that? Alder, it's a waste of valuable time listening to him ramble on. He is the one without a human heart. You're right. He's truly pitiful. And I'm sure you have much to think about. I know you were not pursuing ideals because of Getsus's manipulation, but because your heart was really inspired. That is why you were able to meet the legendary Pokemon. But I have no right to be the hero. Is that so? What you and the legendary Pokemon are going to do from now on? That's important. And wouldn't you say? Acting like you understand. Up till now, we've been fighting each other over our beliefs. Yet, despite that, why? And even if we don't understand each other, that's not a reason to reject each other. There are 2 sides to any argument. Is there one point of view that has all the answers? Give it some thought. Just see him out. He's going to jail. Not. I want to talk to you about something. It's about when I first met you in Accumula Town. I was shocked when I heard that your Pokemon was saying. I was shocked because that Pokemon said it liked you. It said it wanted to be with you, even though it meant be like 10 minutes prior, but whatever. So imagine if that was like a Pokemon like Ash's Pikachu that didn't like him at first. What would have it said then? I couldn't understand it. I couldn't believe there were Pokemon that liked people. Or, yeah. Because up until that moment, I'd never known a Pokemon like that. The longer my journey continued, the more unsure I became. All I kept meeting were Pokemon and people who communicated with one another and helped one another. That was why I needed to confirm my beliefs by battling with you. I wanted to confront you hero to hero. I needed that more than anything. There's no way a person like me, someone who understands only Pokemon, no, actually, I don't understand them either. No way. Could I measure up to you when you had met so many Pokemon and were surrounded by friends? The champion has forgiven me, and what I should do now is something I have to decide for myself. Spare Bear? You said you have a dream. That dream? Make it come true. Oh, I will, man. To become a game developer and do Twitch and YouTube full time. That's one of my dreams, that is. Make your wonderful dream a reality, and it will become your truth. Spare Bear, if anyone can, it's you. Everybody, take N's words. Go throw them on a sticky note or a notebook right out and write them down. I want everybody to do that, if you want to, that is. Well then, farewell. We totally won't be seeing him in 2 years. Anyways, Pokemon Black version, that is the game. And now we'll be moving on to the post-game. And as usual, like I do at the end of these playthroughs, when the credits roll, time to tell y'all what I think about this game and my opinions on it. You guys know I like Generation 5. It's easily my favorite generation of the 9 generations we have so far at the time of me making this video. This Pokemon game is actually decently challenging. I had a lot of Pokemon you'll see with coverage moves as early as the 3rd gym, like 2nd or 3rd gym. Like Lenore's Watchhawk having crunched out early in the game, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, if you have like a Mooner or something, that Mooner's getting fucked. Not literally, but you get what I mean. A lot of the character designs pretty damn good. The music, absolutely kick-ass. The Pokemon designs, yeah, I get it. We have trash bags, and don't get mad at my ice cream cone. I like that ice cream cone, thank you. And yeah, just a gear. But look at Generation 1. We had a Gachapon with eyes. Literally just a rat. Literally just a bird. A pile of slime with eyes, for fuck's sake. A floating magnet with a giant eye and a screw in its head. Are you gonna sit there and tell me these designs are lazy when the Gen 1 designs exist? So, and besides, this was supposed to be a soft reboot for the franchise. There's a reason those designs were the way they were. And like, Clank being that generation's Magnemite line, it makes sense. I wish more people would understand that. And the starter Pokemon, they're not the least popular generation of starter Pokemon. Well, they were back then. Up until Generation 8 came around, then they were no longer the least favorite Pokemon generation starters. But yeah, Superior is pretty cool, even though if you don't have its hidden ability, what's the point of using it? Let's be honest. Samurot's pretty cool, and Ember, easily my favorite one. All 3 of them have pretty kick-ass designs and are alright in battle. So pretty good in battle. Along with that, is you have a lot of options in making teams in this game, which is pretty nice. Much more than in Sinnoh, I'll say that. So that's one thing this game has about that. The encounter rate, in my opinion, in this game is a little high, a lot higher than I remember it being back in elementary school, so slight minus points for that. The story is actually pretty good. Evil Team, while a little incompetent, they actually had a pretty decent plan behind them. Still much better than Team Aqua and Magma. What else can I say? Locations are pretty good. The different legendary Pokemon you can catch in this game are pretty nice as well, if you want to deal with the annoyances roaming legendaries and turning Thunderous, depending on your version. I already mentioned the music, the Elite Four. This is the first time they allow you to choose whichever Elite Four you want in whatever order. All that stuff. So I'd give this game a strong 9.5 out of 10, almost 10 out of 10, honestly. Maybe that's nostalgia talking a little bit, but after playing this game, I still feel that way. Oh, nice cutscene. So long, N. Hope we see each other again someday. Spoiler alert, we will. Alright, Spare Bear saved the game. The end. For now, that is. We still have the post-game to deal with. Alright. Now let's get on back in. Alright, we're back in New Town. Funnily enough, I think this is the first Pokemon game where after you beat the champion, you don't see the Hall of Fame stuff. You actually have to go through the champion fight all over again if you want to go into the Hall of Fame, unlike previous games. Alright, and there's something in the trash can over here that I can't pick up. I guess it's some papers I forgot to throw away. Hey, that's a nice little Wii. I'm gonna play Super Smash Bros. Brawl now. It's a Wii console. It has a Wii remote. No shit, what else are you gonna play it with? Oh, then again, the Wii controller exists, but whatever. The Wii Pro controller, I think it was called? Ah, whatever. Or GameCube controllers too, there's that. Welcome home, Spare Bear. Also, why do the both of you look the same? Look, Pokemon, Game Freak, not every mother looks the same, I'm just saying. Seems like you've been through many amazing things. Is it not so? Incredible, really. Amazing, absolutely. Meeting these 2 Pokemon of legend. This is... Oh, I still wear my disguise, pardon. Oh, that's why, never mind, forget what I just said before. Or rather, let me introduce myself. I am a globe-trotting elite of the International Police. My name? No. I shall inform you by my codename only. My codename is Looker. It is how I am called. Behind the scenes, in this region of Unova, an organization called Team Plasma conspires. I have heard, and therefore, to this region, I must come, but... Thanks to the gym leaders, and to you, yes, Team Plasma Castle has fallen. And the members, they have gone upon their separate ways. This is what I hear, most certainly. But, however, who talks like that, the hell? Anyways, the one known as the Seven Sages still, they hide themselves in the Unova region. Oh, they couldn't call them the Six Sages because that would copyright with Legend of Zelda, right? I'm just saying. And so, in the end, it explains why I must ask this of you. Trainer of amazing skill, travel the Unova region and search it up. And search it down for the Seven Sages. Alder, the champion of renown, recommended you to my notice. Are you willing to tell me? Like I have a choice. Excellent, I thank you. Now I feel as if I have perhaps a million people on my side. Permit me to give this into your hands. Hey, the Super Rod. Why does the Super Agent give me a Super Rod? I don't know, but that means more encounters for us. That's a Super Rod, right? I think this is the first Pokemon game, and I think only Pokemon game to have this that has the rod in it, where you only get it in the post game. Because every other Pokemon game, you get the Old Rod, Good Rod, or Super Rod during the main story, so that's pretty interesting. Yes, correct. This is certainly a Super Rod. Weren't we talking about Team Plasma 7 Sages? What does this have anything to do with looking for those people? I see. It is truly Sparebear's mama to ask so. What a magnificent question. I admire it. Anyone could have asked that dude. It is my pleasure to answer. Absolutely nothing! I see. Yes, I shall provide the explanation for the Super Rod. First, face the water and employ the rod. Second, concentrate your focal point. When it occurs that these Pokemon bite, an exclamation point will indicate immediately reel in. For the rest, Sparebear, I depend upon you. Yeah, I've used those before, but whatever. You got nothing to say, Mama? People from the International Police are kind of unique, aren't they? Well, no worries. I think you should just do what you want to do. You're practically a grown-up now. Mom, I'm 14. I ain't that old just yet. I don't want to leave the house just yet. I ain't ready for this. Chronically, Hilbert and Hilda are 14, so I'm not wrong. Hey, Sparebear. Is Looker through talking with you? How do you know he was in there? Oh, wait, he left. That's why. I'm sorry. By the time I went to get the Shriaton City gym leaders, everything was over. Oh, that's why they weren't there. Okay, never mind. So that's another way to put the Shadow Triad theory to rest. Just saying. If that's the case, I let Getsus escape when the Shadow Triad created an opening. Uh-oh. Getsus? The Shadow Triad? I'll tell you later about what happened in the castle. It's more important to ask what you're planning to do now, Bianca. You know what? I'm gonna go to Black City. That's the city on the other side of Route 16, when you leave from Nimbasa City, If you go that way, you might be able to meet all sorts of Pokemon you've never seen before. Fun fact about Black City, there's some really bad game design about Black City that I'm gonna talk about in a later episode. Oh, well, this is nice timing. See, you're all here. Just a moment ago, I got some National Pokedex data from an acquaintance. Since you're here, let's upgrade your Pokedex with the National Pokedex data. I'm sure you'll be visiting a wider range of places. Naturally, that means you'll be encountering more Pokemon. Let me see your Pokedex for a sec. Here you go, Bianca. Next up is Sharon. And last but not least... Alright, Sparebear's Pokedex was upgraded with the National Mode. You can now switch your Pokedex to National Mode Pokedex. Completing National Dex will surely be a big challenge. That's something we're not doing here, sadly. So take your time, enjoy yourselves, and meet lots of Pokemon. Fun fact, actually, the amount of Pokemon that we've had in Generation 5 up before X and Y was 694, or 49, different Pokemon, starting off with Bulbasaur and ending off with Genesect. Wow, the National Pokedex. It looks like there are tons of Pokemon I don't know yet. Oh, there's way more coming. Oh, I want to show Mom and Dad my Pokedex. I gotta go. Now let's meet again somewhere, okay? Bianca's always impetuous as ever. As impetuous as ever, no matter what is going on. I think I'll travel all the way around Unova, starting at Route 1 again. I'm sure I'll discover lots of new things. Could be I'll encounter the 7 Sages along the way. No, I'll encounter the 7 Sages. And remember, if we spy each other along the way, let's battle again, okay? Alright, with that being said, why don't we save real quick, because I know what to say, it's good to keep record. we're not going to end things off just yet. There's a few more things I want to talk about. Starting with Looker. So Looker, he actually shows up at every Pokemon game, mainline Pokemon game, starting with Pokemon Platinum. I don't remember where you see him in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Black and White, you just saw him. In Black and White 2, we see him again. In X and Y, we see him again. In Oris, we see him again, though he gets kind of shafted in that game, as my viewer over here just said. In Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, he shows up for the Ultra Beast episode. And Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon was the last Pokemon game Looker appeared in. Every Pokemon game since, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, Sword and Shield, etc., Looker is never mentioned again. Like, Looker being a pretty cool recurring character is actually one of the cooler things they did between Generation 4 and 7, which I kind of like. But that's enough talk about that. I believe in the next episode, why don't we go to the different towns around Unova? I'll probably start off this episode either in Nimbasa City or in Appaloosa City. I haven't really decided yet. So we can go on over there. These cities over here we shall explore. So we can go do that. I think I'll probably... You know what? I think we'll start off in Nimbasa City and then work our way around here in the next few episodes. I think that's fair, right? Because there's a lot of really neat things in this post-game, but at the same time, there's also a lot of really bad things in this post-game. It's a pretty expansive post-game, yeah, but it's one of the more lackluster post-games in a Pokemon game, but we'll go over that in the next few episodes. So if you all enjoyed this and you want to see more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Hit one of the videos you see on screen now on YouTube and that bell button for more. Let me give a special thank you to everyone for joining me once again for this wonderful video, and consider becoming a YouTube member and a social subscriber for $3 a month and $6 a month for wonderful bonuses such as an ad-free experience. As well, consider answering the question today of all of the final bosses in a Pokemon game, which one is your favorite to battle and why? Let us know. So anyways, let us end this off for those of you on Twitch with a quick raid, and today we're raiding the 3DS Princess. Send her your unwavering love and support. Alright, let's see, where is she? Alright, she was playing Crash Bash, whatever game that is. Send her unwavering love and support. Alright, unable to rate her, it's telling me, so maybe we should rate somebody else. I'll try again, because Twitch is telling me I can't rate her. Alright, let's try it one more time, and if it doesn't work, we'll rate somebody else. Yeah, it's still telling me I'm unable to rate her. Let's just rate somebody else. Alright, I'll give you the choice. Who would you like me to rate? Yeah, I know she's live. It's telling me that I can't rate her for some reason. So let's just rate somebody else. It's telling me I can't rate her. Sorry. Blame Twitch, please. Alright, I know who we can raid. Metabilis. She's playing Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Send her your unwavering love and support. Alright, thank you all for watching. Have a terrific day. I do apologize, but Twitch is being weird right now.